What is up, everyone? I'll give everyone a second to get on here before I get this thing started. Welcome, 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 everyone. Everyone a second to get on here before I get this thing rolling. Excited for you guys to have this training tonight. Welcome, guys. If you would, drop the city, state, country, wherever you're tuning in from tonight. The city, state, country, wherever you're at. Excited for this tonight. I hope you guys have a notebook, a pen, something to write with, of course. Take some notes. I always say, note takers are money makers, and always learn with the intent to teach. Always be learning with the intent to teach. Our business and our industry is not about what you can do. It's about what the team can do. It's a very, very important thing that I learned early on. So welcome, guys. I'm going to give everyone a second to get on here. If you would, please announce the city, state, country, wherever you're tuning in from tonight. And we'll get this thing started in about, I'd say 30 seconds, 40 seconds. We'll let everyone get on here real quick. It's about 9:02 right now, Eastern time. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Got some people from Texas. Got some people from Florida, California, Australia, New York, Minnesota, Cleveland. Okay. Got some people all over. Welcome, guys. If you would, drop the city, state, country, wherever you're tuning in from tonight. We're going to get into this information in literally probably less than 30 seconds. I just want everyone to get on here before I get this thing rolling. Of course, a lot of people are going to watch the replay. But welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just got back from Utah yesterday. Some phenomenal stuff going on. And busy traveling. This week I'll be in Portugal coming up. So always traveling, always getting things done. All right, guys. So we're going to get this thing rolling. I'll give everyone a second to get on here. So tonight the training is really how to recruit millennials. And I'm not just going to teach you guys tonight how to recruit millennials, how to make millennials successful in your business. And I think that's so important because you could always get someone in the door, but how do you make that person thrive and really achieve what they truly desire? And I think that's extremely important in this business. And you want to grow a massive organization. It's not just about signing a person up, right? You want that person to be able to duplicate themselves and build a team. And that's really the power of our business model and network marketing. So the number one thing, right? The number one thing that's going to attract a millennial to your business. Just going to tell you guys, the number one thing is the dream. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, millennials today, what do they grow up with? They grow up with these things in their hands all day long, right? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all these social media platforms. They look up to these celebrities, these entertainers, these athletes, people that have lifestyles that, of course, average Americans don't have. They look up to this, let's just say this 1% group tile that flies in jets, that drives these cars, that lives lifestyles that most people will never live. The number one way you get a millennial in your business is you give them the dream. Okay, you sell them the dream of this is actually possible. This is something that actually can happen. Of course, it's not gonna guarantee just by getting involved it's gonna happen, but this is something that can happen if you get involved in our industry. And I think that's the number one thing. I got introduced to network marketing at 18 years old. Okay. 18 years old, what are most of your friends doing? Millennials, right? 18, let's just say to 25. 18 to 25 years old, most people are working minimum wage jobs. They're trading hours for dollars. They're working jobs that have no end destination, meaning, no matter how good I get at bagging groceries, they're never going to pay me $1 million a year to bag groceries, okay? At the end of the day, it's not going to happen. So you sell millennials the dream, the vision for what is to come if they get very, very good at this industry, at this craft. That is the number one thing. Because this industry has the ability to give them what they want. The way that I attract millennials to my business and why I have tens of thousands of them in the organization today is because they have a dream, they have vision, they have something they can look towards where most things right now in the world, they can't. They don't have that, that end destination. Even working a good job. I could ask most people, hey, if you go work a job for 30, 40 years, can you walk away financially free? Most people on this webinar right now would agree that say, hey, no, I can't walk away financially free. I could do that for the next 30, 40 years. I can't walk away financially free. So the number one thing to recruit a millennial to your business is sell the dream, sell the big picture. They have to see that there is something in life, if they get very good at, it could actually give them what they want. And I can tell you, that is what I do on a daily basis. I show people, hey, you know what? I have something here that, of course, it's going to take work. It's going to take effort. But if you do work and you do put in the effort, guess what? You can get what you want. And that's the trick. That is the number one thing that's going to attract them. And as you guys can see, what is the internet based on today? The marketing. It's all lifestyle marketing. Why? It's all about the dream. the cars, the jets, the houses. What are they marketing? What is every company in the world marketing today to sell products? They're marketing lifestyle because it's all about the dream. That is the number one thing to get them in your business. But this is the key part, though. I think it's also letting them know, like, hey, it doesn't have to happen in a day. Like, you sell the dream, but at the end of the day, you don't have to do it in a day, right? This industry you can develop. It can come with time. You know, I got involved at 18, me personally, in network marketing. At 18 years old, I had no business experience, never had even a real job. So I had to learn, but the dream was so big and the vision was so clear that I knew, hey, if it took a year, if it took 2 years, if it took 5 years, if it took 10 years, if it took 20 years to build a residual income that you can never, like I said, you'll never have to work another day in your life. Is it worth it? Of course it's worth it. But you have to sell that vision and that dream to them, okay? That is the number one thing to get them in the door. And I think the second thing is just being real, reality, okay? So selling the dream's number one. The second thing I would say is reality, okay? Reality of the circumstances and the situation that they're currently dealing with, right? Most people, guys, millennials going into, let's just say, going out of high school into college. They go to college right now. Most of them go into massive amounts of student loan debt. And a lot of them are getting jobs that they could have got without even going to college, which is crazy. Unless you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, if you're getting a 4-year degree today, it's basically like a high school diploma. Every single person has one. If you ask me, my friends that went to college, pretty much every single one of them, which is kind of crazy, right? But that's where we're at now. I'm only 24 years old. Everyone goes to college today. So guess what? You're not special with a 4-year degree. Maybe an 8-year degree is going to separate you. But if you're going to college for a 4-year degree, that's nothing special no more. That's not special. So at the end of the day, reality is key as well. Well, guess what? If you don't do this business, if you don't get involved in this industry, what are you going to do? What's a better solution? That's also how you have to look at it sometimes. That's also how you have to share it. Hey, look at this. This is an industry where there's a vehicle where it's based on your performance and you actually have no cap. No cap on what you can do. Think about that. So the first two things that I talked about selling the dream, the big vision, showing them the things that are possible, things that they all want to achieve. Everyone wants to achieve. You've never heard anyone wake up and go, I don't want to have a car. I want to live in a crappy house. People don't say these things. Everyone wants to be successful, right? You're on this webinar tonight because you want to go to the next level in your life. Everyone wants to be successful. So that all being said, they want to be successful, but you got to show them a vehicle that can make them successful. That's the key. So the big dreams, okay, the big vision right there, right? The dream, number one, okay? The second thing, reality, okay? Reality, let it sit a second. Reality, hey, what's going on around us? What are your options? And this makes a lot of sense, right? Okay? That is the two things to get people in the door, okay? The two things that get people in the door are huge, okay? But at the end of the day, millennials join network marketing businesses and they are extremely skilled. That is why you want millennials in your business, because they are extremely skilled when it comes to this, okay? This stuff, the internet. They grew up on the internet. They all have Instagrams. They all have Facebooks. They all have Snapchats. They all have YouTubes. They all do this stuff, right? They're very, very skilled. I could tell you, in my honest opinion, and I am a millennial, so I could be a little biased, right? I think millennials are the most skilled people to ever walk the planet. I really do. Especially with the technology around them and the things that they can do. I talk to my parents, my grandparents, that they're not able to do any of this stuff, right? They're not. So they're very skilled. The issue, though, with millennials is their focus. They get distracted all day long. So the key is you want to get these millennials into your business. You want to get them into the door, right? You want to recruit them. And like I said, the way you're going to recruit them is the dream and reality. Those are the two factors to really get them in the door. The dream, hey, painting that big vision for them, and then the reality of what's really going on with them currently, right? Those are things to get them in the door. From there, it's keeping them focused, though. Okay, millennials have this thing we call the shiny object syndrome. Every day on YouTube, every day on Facebook, there's another company selling another product. There's another person having success. There's this and there's that. And the internet is the greatest thing to ever happen in network marketing. And it's also the worst thing to ever happen in network marketing. Why do I say that? It's because people cannot stay focused, okay? They cannot stay focused on their craft. And that is what millennials really struggle with. So they have to have mentorship. So if you're going to bring a millennial into your business, let's say you recruit this millennial, right? You bring them in this week, you get them involved in your business, and you want to run and you want to go with this person. This person has the skills to get a lot of people in front of the information in a very short period of time, because that's what they're bringing to the table. They're bringing relationships. They're bringing networks. That's what they're bringing to the table that the older person, let's just say, doesn't have access to as efficiently or as quickly. You know, with the Instagram, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the Snapchats, they got access to a lot of people very, very quickly. So they could get the information in front of a lot of people's hands. But the thing that you have to manage as the person mentoring a millennial is keeping their vision on point, okay? Because, you know, they'll do it for a week, they'll do it for a month, and if they don't have that instant gratification, guess what? They're going to try this other thing for a week, for a month, and they're going to just keep hopping around. They're like hopscotch, right? Oh, it's the company's fault. It's this thing's. That's what they do, okay? So the way that you fix that is by instilling that long-term vision, instilling the principles that have built this industry to the industry it is today with the biggest companies, okay? The companies that are doing billions and billions and billions of dollars in sales revenue. We always talk about, you know, the self-development, the growth aspect of network marketing. That is what you need to do to have that millennial on your team really go. So to get them in the door, like I said, it's not rocket science to get them in the door. It really isn't. You know, the dream, okay? The dream, what is possible, the lifestyle, the things that they can do through this industry that you probably can't do in 99.9% of industries. Then the reality of the current situation. If I wasn't doing network marketing right now, honestly, I don't even know what I would be doing. But I definitely wouldn't be making the money that I make in network marketing or having the time and financial freedom that I have in network marketing. I'm 24 years old right now, okay? I'm 24 years old. I'm able to make a 7-figure income working from home, okay? Business in over 70 countries around the world. That doesn't happen in other industries, right? That does not happen. So I'm blessed, I'm grateful, but at the end of the day, the reality is without network marketing, those things don't happen. So the two things, again, the dream, okay? The dream, what is possible? Hey, other success stories, other people have done this. Then from there, the reality of, hey, if you don't do this, what's going on? So you can get them in the door, okay? Get them in the door. But the thing you got to master once you get them in the door, okay, this is where you're going to have the success, where the network's going to really grow, where you're going to go to the next level. It's by getting them focused and zoned in and giving them that mentorship that they're lacking, okay? They need wisdom. They have skills, but they need wisdom. And anyone on this call over the age of 30 years old or 35 years old or 40 years old or people that have been around a little bit, the millennials are lacking the wisdom. They have the skill set. They have the ability to get people in front of the information. They have the ability to work hard, right? They have those things, but they need the wisdom to be successful long-term. And if you do that and you put these things together, guess what? You're going to grow an army. You're going to really grow an army. And millennials are extremely great at networking. Like I said, they spread faster than anything else. The one thing that they don't do well is retain most of the time because they don't have the mentorship and the guidance to really show them that. Okay, you got to always be talking long-term, always long-term, always, you know, hey, 5, 10, 15 years from now. I teach these principles. I always say, you know, to millennials getting involved in my business, I give them this every single day. I say, you know, there's some statistics in network marketing that we don't talk about all the time, but one of them that I love is that if you've been in a network marketing company for 10 years, okay, if you've been in a network marketing company for 10 years as a distributor, consistently building the business, the statistics show that 90% of those people who have been in a network marketing company for 10 years, consistently building the business, are in the top 10 or the top 90% of them are in the top 1 actually percent of that company's income earners wise. Okay, so like you got to think about that. That is crazy. I almost lost my train of thought right there, but that is crazy if you think about that. So 90% of them, okay, are in the top 1% of those companies' income earners that have been there for 10 years. Those kind of like things, you know, they get lost and we don't talk about them all the time. And we, you know, we get sometimes in this game where we compare ourselves to others, and that's what millennials do the best. You know, they look at me, they look at another guy in another company making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and they're like, oh my God, I've been doing this for 6 months and I'm not doing that. I'm doing something wrong. No, you know, I went through it. I've been in this game now 6 years, right? I've been through the ups and downs. I've learned from my mistakes. I've developed, and of course, 6 years is very quick. It's very quick. Most people will be like, oh my God, 6 years. Well, trust me, I can tell you that's a lot of long nights. It was a lot of things you didn't see on the internet, right? a lot of ups and downs to get to the point that I'm at today. But at the end of the day, that is what you have to manage and critique and kind of, develop. And if you can develop people, you're going to grow something extremely powerful. I know everyone on this call is trying to recruit millennials. I know most of this group is not millennials. So I'm like one of the speakers that Rob put to do these trainings that is younger, right? I'm 24 years old. I'm very, very young. But at the end of the day, the reason I've had a lot of success is because of the wisdom, the mentorship from the people who have came before me. I'm nothing special, right? I just say, at the end of the day, I'm not special. I'm just someone who works extremely hard, and you're never going to get me to quit. You're never going to deter me from what I want. And that's the things you need to develop into people. And if you're that type of person, you're going to have other people become that type of person as well. So that's really the key with what we're doing. But like I said, again, let's just review this so everyone's on the same page. The two things to bring a millennial in the door, okay? Number one thing is the dream. Okay, what do I mean by the dream? It's the big vision, the big vision for their life. They want the nice car. They want the nice house. They want time and financial freedom, right? Think about it. Time alone, being able to travel the world, to do things that most people don't do. And like I said, what do? They're on these things, this social media stuff. I'm going to give you guys a prime example. Let's go. Okay, I don't know who's really big on social media. Okay, perfect. I'll pull it right up, okay? Kim Kardashian, perfect example. 34 million on Instagram. What do they market? Oh, look, private jet. Oh, look, look at this. Oh, okay. Fancy clothes, of course. Nice stuff like that. You could go through any page. They're all the same. The biggest pages, it's all about lifestyle. So like I just said, to make that point again, the dream, it's the big vision. It's the things that the average person's not getting in their life that they want, okay? And they've been watching these people since they're like 8, 9, 10 years old with cell phones today. People get cell phones at like 10 years old. It's crazy, okay? I didn't have a cell phone until I was like 15 or something. I don't know. They get iPads, cell phones, they get it all, right? So the dream. Okay, the second thing is the reality. Look at the current situation. Look at the student loan debt number. Look at the job numbers when they're coming out of school today. Look at the incomes when you graduate today. The reality of the situation is, hey, entrepreneurship is where you have to go. Network marketing is a great industry. Look at it. It's growing by the billions each and every year. It's something that makes sense. So the reality is key as well. So the dream and the reality, that's how you're going to get them in the door. But like I said, the other aspects of it is all about you being able to develop that person. Okay, you have to develop that person into the person who can honestly be here long term, the person who can sustain themselves. Because I can tell you, it's a battle between you and you. Okay, this business is not a battle between this company and that company and your upline. And no, it's a battle between you and you. That's what network marketing is. It's a head game between you and yourself. And if you cannot manage yourself, if you do not develop to the point that you become comfortable with what's going on around you and understanding the environment that you're in, you're going to run yourself out of the game. That's really what it is. So you have to develop these people. Someone's going to come on. Millennials, they come on fast. They hear about the opportunity. They're going to start running. They're going to be doing things all day long. But guess what? They'll burn themselves out if they don't know what's going on. Or they're going to blame the opportunity in a month when they've worked really hard, but they didn't get the results that we're looking for. So that development stage you need to do. I know everyone on this call wants to bring in people and do all that, but that's so important. So that all being said, I don't want to talk too much longer. I was only supposed to go 18 minutes. We're a little over that already. I want to challenge everyone, okay? My challenge to everyone on this call is to talk to 5 millennials in the next 24 hours. Okay, 5 millennials in the next 24 hours. If you do that, okay, and you do it with the things that I talked about, okay, asking them, hey, what's your vision for yourself? Where do you want to be in the next few years? What are some of your dreams in life? What are some of your goals? What are some of the things you want to accomplish? Feeling that out and then providing something that actually has the potential to do that for them. And then also the reality of it. I could tell you, most people 18 to 25, what are they doing? They're working jobs with no end destination. My friends that did not join me at 18 years old in network marketing, my friends at the time, right, that did not join me at 18 years old in network marketing, they're still working those same jobs today. I'm 24. okay? Think about that. Look where I'm at. Look where some of the friends that came with me are at. And look where some of the ones that didn't, that said, hey, those things don't work. It's one of those things. Hey, great. You're still working for minimum wage. Okay? Things don't change if you don't change. So like I said, those two things, hit those points extremely hard. Extremely hard. Be straightforward. Be right and direct with them, because at the end of the day, if you are and you show that confidence, people are going to want to get involved with you. So guys, that all being said, like I said, 5. Okay, I just want to review this one more time. 5. Talk to 5 millennials in the next 24 hours. 5. Get out there. Talk to 5 millennials in the next 24 hours. Get in contact with them. Okay? Get in contact with them. Figure out a way. Message them. Get in contact. Start communicating. Build those relationships. And I always say in network marketing, at the end of the day, no one's going to join you in any business if they don't trust you. So the key is to build the relationships, ask questions, see what's going on, see how you could fulfill needs with your opportunities. So that's really it, guys. I don't want to talk too much longer. I want to keep it very, very simple tonight, but that is it. It's not rocket science. Everyone can do this. And I can tell you, the harder you work in this business, the luckier you get, right? That's what we always say. The harder you work, the luckier you get. Overachieve, go for more. You got this, of course. Awesome, 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 guys. So everyone, hope you got some value out of tonight's training. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. Always here to help. Everyone have a great night, and everyone go accomplish the task and the goal. Go for it tonight. Start talking to people. You have one of these. You got a mouth. Okay, you got legs, most of you. So go out there talking to some people. Make some things happen. Have a great night, guys.